Hi, my name is Sonu Singh and welcome to Investing Intel. This is a video where we are talking about a topic which is very common, okay? So, and I am sure that most of us will relate to that. So, अगर आप ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं और आपको लग रहा है कि मैं आपके बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ, trust me, you are not alone in this. We are a full community of investors जिनके साथ ये प्रॉब्लम बहुत कॉमन है, okay? So the problem I'm talking about today is the fact that we have certain stocks in our portfolios which we have been like holding on for the last 4 or 5 years now. Okay, and even maybe more than that. And these stocks that we have been holding on, these are actually stocks which we are holding because we are in loss. Okay. Now, see, first thing we need to understand is that holding on to a losing stocks is not always bad, right? But there are instances when you should get out of those stocks. Okay. And because market is very rational, market is very unbiased. Okay. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने वो स्टॉक लिया है एंड आपके लिए मार्केट को आपसे कोई दुश्मनी है इसलिए वो 50% डाउन है 60% डाउन है, राइट? देयर माइट बी सम रीजन फॉर इट, राइट? सो हैविंग सेड दैट, देयर आर स्टॉक्स जिनमें अगर आपको लॉस है, यू नीड टू लुक बुक लॉसेस इन दो स्टॉक्स, क्योंकि मोस्ट ऑफ अस हमें क्या लगता है ना कि वो लॉस जब तक हमने बुक नहीं किया है तब तक वो लॉस नहीं है, ओके? वो सिर्फ हमारे MTM अकाउंट में है, ओके? बट ऐसा नहीं है, ओके? अगर कोई स्टॉक लेट से 50% डाउन है आपके बाइंग प्राइस से, देन उसको वापस अपने ओरिजिनल प्राइस पे आने के लिए डबल होना पड़ेगा। अब आपने लेट से रिलायंस का शेयर लिया और वो 50% डाउन है, तो उसको वापस अपने ओरिजिनल प्राइस पे आने के लिए रिलायंस के शेयर को 2x होना पड़ेगा, यानी कि 100 टाइम्स अप मूव करना पड़ेगा। अगर आप उस रिलायंस के शेयर को बेच देते हैं और लेट से आप कोई दूसरा शेयर ले लेते हैं, लेट से आप एशियन पेंट्स ले लेते हैं, तो एशियन पेंट्स को भी आपके पैसे को वापस 1 लाख करने के लिए डबल होना पड़ेगा, right? So whether you hold on to Reliance or you sell Reliance to buy Asian Paints, okay, both the stocks have to go up by 100% in order to get your money back, okay? So because we are so biased, that we are so attached with sometimes not even attached, like sometimes we are so irrational कि हमें लगता है कि हमारा पैसा जो खोया हुआ है ना, या जो जिसमें हमें लॉस हुआ है, वो उसी स्टॉक से रिकवर हो जिस स्टॉक्स में वो लॉस हुआ है। And that is not a very rational way of thinking or looking at it, right? आपका पैसा let's say 1 lakh से 50,000 हो गया है, now what you need to do is whether it is in your MTM or you realize it is 50,000 rupees, that is the fact, okay? Now you have to, now you see कि आपके पास just 50,000 rupees है, now what is the best opportunity that where you can bet on for these 50,000 rupees, कि 50,000 रुपीज़ के साथ आपके पास आज की मार्केट में क्या बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी है? तो इफ़ रिलायंस इज द बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी दैट यू कैन थिंक ऑफ, तो आप यू नीड नॉट टू एग्जिट फ्रॉम रिलायंस, ओके? यू कैन होल्ड ऑन टू रिलायंस एंड इफ यू आर राइट देन दिस स्टॉक विल एक्चुअली डबल and you will get your investment back, right? But if not, if Reliance is not the best stock, right, then if you think that Asian Paints could do better, then what makes sense is that you pull out that 50,000 rupees from the stock of Reliance and you invest into Asian Paints. And once you do it, you will feel so relieved after, because this decision of switching from booking the losses and switching to another stock is much more logical. And if you are right, you will actually see that you'll feel so relieved, because once this Asian Paint stock starts to move and it gets doubled, you'll be so happy for your decision, right? You could be able to book your losses in Reliance, and now you are in a break even, so you have got your investment back. So this is what most of us cannot do actually. This is the psychological or mental barrier that we have, okay? Then another problem that people feel with their portfolios is that there have been stocks in their portfolios which moved 30%, 50%, 100% up, and they book their profits, and from booking their profits from that point, those shares are now 2x, 3x and 4x. So trust me, markets are full of regrets, okay? So if you have a stock, okay, in which you are losing, then you will regret of why did I buy it. If there are stocks in your portfolios which are up 3x, 4x, 5x, then you will regret why didn't you buy enough. why did I buy for only 1 lakh rupees? I had, I could have bought it for 3 lakhs rupees as well. And there would be instances when you will get out of a stock, soon, and you will regret why did you exit from the stocks so soon. So market will be full of risks. But having said that, there are instances in we might all might have seen that from our buying price the stocks are significantly high. Okay, then the problem in that is, see, it is not always bad. Sometimes market is so crazy that sometimes stocks can move significantly above their intrinsic values. So if it is something that doesn't fit in your mind, or you have you don't see value in that stock, then, and for that reason if you are exiting the stock, then that is definitely definitely fine. बट लेट्स से आपके थीसिस में कुछ रॉन्ग है, एंड आपने शेयर लिया एंड देन यू क्विकली एग्जिटेड फ्रॉम इट, एंड फिर वो बाद में 4 टाइम्स 5 टाइम्स हो गया, नाउ यू रिग्रेट इट. नाउ व्हाट्स द प्रॉब्लम? प्रॉब्लम ये है ना कि कुछ हमारे थीसिस में प्रॉब्लम था, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एक ट्रेन है, लेट्स से आपको यहाँ से बॉम्बे से दिल्ली जाना है, एंड आप एक ट्रेन पे बोर्ड करते हैं, वो ट्रेन दिल्ली जा रही है, राइट? बट आपको नहीं मालूम, आपको किसी ने बोला है कि वो ट्रेन सूरत तक जाती है. दैट पर्सन सेड यू कि सूरत तक तो जाती है, एंड आपको क्योंकि नहीं मानता, तो यू गॉट डाउन एट सूरत थिंकिंग दैट यू विल गेट अनदर ट्रेन विच विल टेक यू टू दिल्ली. बट जब आप उतर जाते हैं ट्रेन से, आपको कोई बोलता है कि दैट ट्रेन वाज ओनली गोइंग टू दिल्ली ओनली, व्हाई डिड यू डीबोर्ड? तो नाउ यू रिग्रेट इट, राइट? सो द सेम थिंग अप्लाइज टू इन्वेस्टिंग एज वेल. अगर कोई स्टॉक आपको पता होता है कि 10x होगा, राइट, तो क्या आप उस पर 2x होते पे निकलते? नहीं, राइट? आपको मालूम है ये स्टॉक्स 10x होगा, इसमें पोटेंशियल है, तो यू वुडंट सेल इट फॉर एट 2x और 2 टाइम्स रिटर्न. The problem with us is that we buy tips. Okay, हम किसी के बोलने पे ले लेते हैं, हम अपने एनालिसिस सही से नहीं करते हैं, समटाइम्स हमें पेशेंस नहीं होता है, समटाइम्स वी आर टू ग्रीडी टू तो हमें फॉर दीज रीजन्स वी एग्जिट फ्रॉम द स्टॉक्स. ओके, कि हमें लगता है कि नाउ वी हैव गॉट इनफ रिटर्न्स. Okay, and most of us fear of losing the profits, and because of that reason we get out of the profit from the stocks in which we were actually making profits. So what happens because of these things is that we are sitting on um, stocks which are which are the losing stocks, and we have sold the stocks where we were actually winning. Actually करना उल्टा चाहिए था. We were expected, what is supposed to be done is that we should be holding on to stocks which were the winning stocks, and we would have cut our losses in the losing stocks, but we did entirely opposite. Okay, and that's the blunder what most of the retail investors do. Okay, so how do we fix it? Okay, first analyze your stocks by yourself. Okay, because once you analyze your stocks, you will know whether this stock has the potential to become 2x, 4x, or 10x. Okay, so once you know this, accordingly you will be holding on to stocks. You will not book at 40% profit when you know that this stock is going to be 10x one day, right? So for that you'll have to do your analysis in the right way. Okay, then about the losing stocks, suppose you bought one stock and it fell. Okay, now if everything that made you to buy that stock remains unchanged, okay, then a lower price actually adds value. Now you are getting the same business for even cheaper price. In that case, it is it is much more sensible to actually add into that stock rather than selling it. But if so, falling price is not a problem because you are getting a better deal. But suppose something has went wrong with the business. Okay, so the original thesis that made you to buy that stock, okay, something has changed that original thesis. So in that case, now you can reevaluate the business for the new case. And now you can try to determine whether the business is fairly valued at this price, and what are the prospects in the future. So if you feel that the business has changed and the reason for which you bought the business has actually deteriorated, okay, so in that case it is much more sensible to get out of the business. Okay, because once it is 1 lakh rupees of investment has reduced to 80,000, whether you book it or not, it is 80,000 rupees. Now what you need to do as an investor, you need to find the best value for your 80,000 rupees. Okay, and it doesn't make sense to stay in that stock if the entire business prospects of that stocks has changed. So And yes, if everything has remained same, and then falling stock price is not a problem. Okay. And if you have some money, and what you can also do is you can average down it. So yeah, so I hope you like this video, and if you really did, consider joining my channel. And if you have any query, and if you have any such experience, and if you are still stuck in with some stocks in your portfolio, please comment down in the comment section below. So with this, I'll wrap this video here today.